All right, on to video number 2. So, I'm gonna need to read, sorry. Let's see it here. I was having a conversation about what my, hold on, about what my video should be or movie should be for October the 3rd today, and it was seeming like it was going in one direction, and then, like everything else in life, it turns another direction. And then I have an argument, and then it goes in another direction, and then I come across some person that like gives me some reason. That person would be Alaric at work. He is a great worker. He is a confidant. He's a colleague. He is a subscriber, and he is one of the people that has been at the beginning of this journey with me. And I don't ask him to watch any of my videos, and he watches them, and he actually gives me a lot of feedback face to face. So for that, I have an immense gratitude for you, because when I ask people to share, when I ask people to comment, and I ask people to clue me in on, there's some of you that Snapchat me, message me, and call me, and we talk face to face. But all of it matters to me. I get more opinion back from YouTube algorithm if you comment on the podcast. It does help out a little bit because right now it's a channel and I'm trying to grow it into my podcast. So the more activity we have on there, the better. So with that said, I couldn't decide on 2 different movies for today. And it was either James and the Giant Peach, which we both discussed, decided it was not really a Halloween movie, but it scared the bejesus out of me growing up. And he agreed. So maybe we'll go with James and the Giant Peach. If I had my lights on, other than these in the background, I would be able to find my dice and roll for it for the other one, but maybe we'll just go with James and the Giant Peach. So right now, Tim Burton is winning. If we were playing who directs the best dark movies, James and the Giant Peach it really hits home. I kind of want to say that because I grew up in kind of a lot of women around me, and I had really good aunts. But in James and the Giant Peach, the aunts are not very nice, and the only thing the guy James really wants in the entire world is just to have friends. So it's really a very basic premise for a movie. I mean, kids movies really actually have some of the best, like most like thought out premises or the best like plots in movies because we're all kids even when we grow up. So it doesn't matter how old you get. That's why a lot of people you should not don't avoid old people. Old people are amazing. They're like the biggest kids. For some reason, when we're young and we believe in Santa and stuff, we have this entire idea of how life is, and then we like go through this area where we have to think that we're smarter than everybody and act like we're smarter than everybody, and then before we know it, we like go senile again, and we're back in diapers. So you gotta at some point say those are the most realist people. They've been, pardon me, they've been through the most stuff, so maybe give them a little bit more insight. My aunts were really great. James and the Giant Peach were some evil aunts, and he just kind of like left his childhood and just kind of went into imagination, and he just wanted friends. And I remember that that movie scaring the bejesus out of me because it was either the caterpillar or it was the spider, and I always go off memory. I don't want to like just log into my computer and then like read my computer and tell you everything that I'm like reading off of a computer screen because that's not cool. Um, but I remember it was either the caterpillar or it was the spider that was really really spooky to me, and I think the caterpillar was the spooky voice, and he plays a really bad guy in a lot of things, and then the spider was just extra spooky to me. it wasn't even that scary of a movie. I rewatched it maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm like, it's not that scary. But I'm like, maybe it's the stop animation at the time. Maybe when you're like growing up and you're like developing, you just have like you're like drawn towards maybe like cartoons because it's like an easier animation to watch. I don't know why, but stop animation is not that easy to watch. But the music's great and the storyline's really good. And I don't wanna spoil it if you haven't seen it, but go watch James and the Giant Peach. You'll get a couple lessons out of that movie that you'd be quite surprised that Tim Burton, like always, he nails it. He nails it like right between the eyes, and then he also like sneaks it in the back door. It's like that 1-2 punch. So yep. So that's my second video of the day, and James and the Giant Peach is my third movie of Halloween.